Steve, my boyfriend, invited me out for what he promised would be the perfect date. The day started off charmingly, with Steve showing up in a well-dressed outfit and planning a surprise dinner at a fancy restaurant. I couldn't help but feel excited and optimistic about the evening ahead. But as the evening progressed, subtle hints of something off began to emerge. Despite the lovely atmosphere, Steve's behavior started to raise some concerns. He became overbearing, constantly checking his phone and showing impatience when I wasn't giving him my full attention. It was as if my presence alone wasn't enough to satisfy him. What had happened to the attentive and caring partner I once knew? I shrugged off my doubts, thinking it was just a one-time thing. However, the signs of toxicity continued to manifest. It became evident that Steve had developed a sense of jealousy and control. When we unexpectedly ran into an old friend of mine, I could see the discomfort written all over his face. He subtly criticized my friend, suggesting that I should spend less time with them. The interrogation about my past interactions with this friend left me feeling defensive and suffocated. Throughout the evening, Steve made frequent, inappropriate comments disguised as jokes. He mocked my appearance and belittled my career choices, leaving me feeling hurt and undermined. It was hard to understand why someone who claimed to care about me would go out of their way to make me feel unworthy. The toxic behavior reached its peak when the waiter made a minor mistake with our order. Steve's reaction was far from reasonable. He loudly blamed the restaurant staff, creating a scene and an uncomfortable atmosphere. I couldn't help but feel ashamed and embarrassed by his behavior. As the night came to an end, Steve unleashed his frustration at me, blaming me for ruining the evening. He insisted that I needed to change certain aspects of my behavior for the relationship to work. I stood there, stunned and confused, wondering how we went from a perfect date to this toxic exchange. Despite all these troubling behaviors, I convinced myself that Steve was just having a bad day, that he truly cared about me deep down. I ignored the red flags, rationalizing them away in hopes that things would get better. My friends and family began expressing their concerns, but I brushed them off, convinced that I could fix whatever was broken. Little did I know that letting these toxic behaviors continue would only lead to more pain and unhappiness. It took time to realize that I deserved better, a relationship built on trust, respect, and genuine love. It was a hard lesson, but one that opened my eyes to the importance of recognizing toxicity and finding the strength to walk away from it.